first opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Taken from about the 12. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Haskins going right to the air. He'll get this into the hands of Strong.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Colts are going to have a first.
The Colts at 9-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Now Haskins. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is going to have a close first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans.
And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
There to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people can't expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, they go right back to Pierce to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on second down, Jackson. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And oh, he coughed it up, and the Texans scoop it. There he goes, right side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They go to the ground again with Taylor.
92 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
Now Haskins to throw it. He's got him in, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now it's Haskins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. It's Jackson. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is now 14-10.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
19 right.
Looking to throw, Haskins.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Over the middle, he gets it to...
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler. Warriors 17.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Here's Haskins to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now off the bootleg.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 37. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw is Jackson.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st.
Jackson from the shotgun. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jackson to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 28 yards. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But these guys going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. 112 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Haskins. And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11th.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
About that, and a crazy situation we just saw there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Here's Haskins. Being chased out left. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again in the fourth.
So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Haskins now, they're going to try to throw for him. And this is caught. They got him. And that could be an important 2 points that gets him back within a field goal.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
DC.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he's got room.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Give left side for Pierce.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hand off left side, Pierce.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, That looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Now Jackson gets the dump off to Pierce.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Johnson's kick is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds. Stop the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this